Movies in contemplation with Jarokk and...
Oh, am I talking to you?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello, contemplators.
Y'all, this is a fucking great one.
Yeah, and I want to explain how we kind of switched it up a little bit. We're still doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but this week I was like watching Jarokk. Like, he was doing so much research and looking up all this shit, and I haven't even taken notes yet. Like, I completely forgot how much more knowledgeable he is and more passionate about these movies than I am. So I'm gonna pass the puck to this is gonna be a Jarokk pick, and then I'll pick a trilogy after this.
Yes, so the rest of the Matrix is on the back burner. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about it.
Sorry about it. Okay, kids. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 1990. Great year.
Great year.
Great year. Directed by Steve Barron. Writers, of course, the comics, the parents, if you will. Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. Got to give a shout out to them. Mm-hmm. And starring Judith Hoag, Elias Koteas, Josh Pays. Let's see, I got to see the rest here. Josh Pays. And then, fuck, man, so much. We got puppeteers, we got stuntmen, we got voice actors, Corey Feldman, Robbie Rist, Kevin Clash. Like, this is,
Yeah.
It's a big one.
Huge cast.
Yeah. So, gang, let's do the wine.
Obviously, it's really hard to find a wine that's ninja or turtle.
I'm going to make a wine and call it Turtleback.
Turtleback?
Or Shellback.
Shellback.
Shellback,
right.
in honor of my father.
Okay. I saw this. We've never
3
had
bucks.
it before. It's called 3 Blocks. It has some of the Ninja Turtle color schemes. If you can kind of see. Yeah, it's got the red, the green, and the purple.
Yeah. So we got Donatello and Raphael, and Michelangelo and Leo must have died.
They must have passed.
Damn.
R.I.P. Well, I'm glad that Raphael is still alive. Yeah.
Michelangelo is the best. Not bad.
It's not bad?
No. It's pretty good to the palate.
All right. Yeah, it's all right.
I mean, unfortunately, we had a glass of wine with our pizza. We had pizza.
That's right. We had to have pizza for dinner
We had
tonight.
to have pizza. No, we didn't get Pizza Hut, the sponsors of the wonderful film. But that's something to talk about, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho. All right. Moving on. Let's go to the handy-dandy Shakespearean notebook. Notebook.
That's a good one.
Thank you. Lumpish, self-glorious underskinker. Lumpish, poorly formed, stupid, self-glorious, vain. I bet the bitch thought that song was about him.
About you.
Don't you. Underskinker. An assistant tapster. One who draws beer for customers.
Huh.
So that's what I was.
Like a bartender.
I guess. Or maybe no. Wait, yeah? An assistant tapster. One who draws beer for customers. Yeah, bartender. Anyhow. Alright, so that's that.
All right.
So.
What does this film mean to you?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Every fucking thing. This franchise means every fucking thing. Grew up watching the cartoon. Had on VHS one or a couple episodes of the cartoon. It was the one where, let's see if anybody remembers this, but it was the episode where the pizza comes to life. Like, the guys are eating the pizza and they like put it in the microwave, and then like something happens and like the pizza starts like coming alive.
I
and
think
there's
I
like
remember
there's
that.
like little pizza monsters, like gremlins. There's like gremlin pizza, and they're just like coming out. And Michelangelo's like,
Sounds like my kind of creature.
it's just goofy. And then the other one is like just Bebop and Rocksteady being fucking dumb. But like it was great. I remember it. I used to watch it all the fucking time, and that was the only one I ever had. And I was always like, that's why it's like. I love streaming now. Now, I don't know where to find the original, like, show. I don't even think you'd be able to buy. I'd probably have to buy, like, DVD on fucking Amazon if they have it.
Maybe.
I bet that's, like, a rare fucking buy now. But anywho, that's what I got started in, and then the toys, of course.
So many goddamn toys. We watched that, The Toys That Made Us.
The Toys That Made Us.
Yeah.
I had so many of these Ninja Turtles. Like, in The Toys That Made Us, there was this huge Michelangelo. When Kevin Eastman was talking, there was like this huge I had it. I had... Dude, I could just fucking name
You had a lot of...
I've got a lot. I can't even name them all.
Yeah.
But I had so many. I even had, like... What was... You remember Polly Pocket?
Yeah.
And then you like open up and it
Yeah.
was like a fucking house or some shit
Yeah,
in it.
yeah, yeah.
Well, they had Ninja Turtles Polly Pocket.
Oh my god.
And it was literally like a turtle.
It was
And
turtle
then you-
shell, probably. Yeah.
No, it was like a full fucking turtle, and then you
Oh.
open the shell.
Okay.
And then it was like a fortress.
Oh.
So depending on which turtle you got like some form of a fucking fortress, and then it came with those little like these tiny fucking like Polly Pocket size.
Those were tiny.
Yeah, I had fucking Bebop, Rocksteady, Raph. Damn near almost all of them, but a couple. But it was just like, man, it was fucking shit. God, I miss it. I had the van, of course, the fucking iconic van. I had every fucking thing. And I don't even know if my mom still has that shit. She probably gave them away. I hope she gave them to my nephew, but anyway.
Yeah.
Moving on. Because apparently he's like huge in Ninja Turtles right now.
I mean, it's just amazing how the Ninja Turtles are still going. Like the franchise dies, it gets reborn. They make a few mistakes,
Right.
Some clunkers.
Well, I forgot when Peter Laird said that he sold. He sold it to like Nickelodeon, and
Yeah.
I can't remember the year. I feel like it was like 2011, maybe 9. I don't know. Whenever they started like coming out with the weird, goofy animation.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know. It was like computerized.
Yeah.
It was like computerized claymation. It was like really weird. I don't know. I couldn't get into it, but it was just like. But honestly, I couldn't really get into any of them after the fucking Mighty Morphin Power Rangers show.
Yeah.
After Turtles 3, I couldn't even get into that one. I like tried, and even as a kid, I was like, nah, can't do it. Sorry. But anyhow, let's get into the fucking movie.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm ready. So we get this like fucking Romeo plus Juliet kind of thing going with April O'Neil doing the news, talking about the robberies in Manhattan or New York.
Yeah.
And all this shit. We get that great shot of the two towers. Beautiful. And then all this shit. And she's talking about, like, I don't remember what she was saying per se, but
was
she's
about the
essentially,
robberies.
yeah, she's just doing a story off the robberies. And then we're seeing, like, people are being robbed and they don't even know it. And then you see the guy who fucking, like, with the truck, and he goes and he starts talking to this dude, and the dude's signing, and you come back and this full fucking truck is gone. I'm over here going, both these motherfuckers fucking rolling natural ones. The motherfucker facing the truck couldn't even see these motherfuckers sneak up in that bitch. And these are teenagers doing it, you know? Like, and then you have
teenagers.
Right. And then you have that fucking dude who, again, natural one perception. Fucking the way that the kid moves his coat is so fucking obvious. You didn't feel that? Like, seriously, brah? I fucking feel the wind brush up against my ass and I'm grabbing my wallet. Like, dude, please. But anyway, it's funny. But you got all this, the old woman on the fucking thing, when she's like, oh, damn, like, talking to the TV, and then she, like, looks away, comes back, TV's gone, she goes, hey, get back here. It's fun. And then you see it. You see Danny, who we'll meet later on. You see him with the Sid shirt. And it's just crazy. We see that the kids are being used. We got this Oliver and Company thing that Shredder's doing.
Yeah.
Or Oliver, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we've got this thing going.
Like Oliver Twist. Yeah.
He really is. Shredder's pulling a fucking... Can't remember the guy's name.
I can't remember the guy's name, and I can't even think of the song either.
Oh, God, yeah. I can't remember. I'm just thinking of Shredder singing that song
Oh,
right
my
now.
God.
It's just driving me nuts. But anywho.
You got it.
No, I can't do it. I don't know what I was doing.
You gotta pick a pocket or two, something like that.
You got to pick it.
I can't do it. I'm going more Tatsu. More fucking...
Ninja buddy. You gotta pick a pocket. Master Shredder.
Anywho. So, we got all that going. They're stealing the shit. And then April is leaving the office. She's leaving.
We get the iconic yellow coat.
Oh, God, I love it.
Yep.
She works that.
She does. I hope she still has it.
Does it bad.
There you go.
She works that.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet she fucking... Please. I bet Judith Hogue still does. The thing is, fun fact, I just want to talk about it. During the pandemic, because we watched it
Yeah.
a little bit. I watched the full 3-part. Well, you watched 2 of the 3.
I watched 2 of the 3.
Yeah. So they did, like everybody during this pandemic, in the beginning, they did theirs after Fran Drescher, because that was when Judith Hogue was like, oh my God, Fran just did this thing. We should do a reunion. Our 30 years that's coming up. Jesus. Our 30 years that's coming up, and let's do it, And then, so it's really fun, guys. Look it up. It's and she was calling it the, what'd she say? She called it the pizza reunion party or the reunion pizza party. Some shit.
I don't know.
She threw a pizza party in there, and I was like, bitch.
Cute.
Fuck. But anywho, really fun. They got damn near everybody but Elias Koteas in it, and a couple others, but it's really fun.
Didn't they get his son or something?
Elias?
Yeah.
No, it was Josh Pais.
Oh.
It was, or Pies, however the fuck you say his last name. It was his son. He read as
Casey?
As Casey, yeah. And yeah.
Okay.
Some people just can't cold read. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, maybe is he an actor?
Apparently.
Oh, well, yeah, some people are really bad at cold reads, all right?
I'm sorry. Excuse the fuck out of me.
Excuse the
man.
fuck out of me.
Jesus Christ. It's true. I did see some. I did go to a cold read once, and oh my God. And it's funny, man, because a lot of it was well-known actors. It was well-known actors doing this cold read, and only 2 of them were really fucking good out of the 10. And I was like, you're fucking kidding. They would look at it, look up at you, say the fucking 4 sentences, and you're over here going, bitch, you do theater.
Yeah.
And everybody else is just in the fucking script, in the book, can't fucking hit their pauses, can't do anything. It's
not engaging.
Man. Yeah, it's God, you guys must study in those trailers.
Yeah.
During your fucking off time. I know.
Well, yeah, it's more they just probably read.
It's not memorization, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, they just read it thinking they're trying to memorize the lines, which the lines that's not the most important part. Mm-hmm. Anywho,
moving on. So April going to her Stone Age van, which I'm assuming is supposed to be the turtle van. No. That was a van that we had growing up, that type of box van, however the fuck you want to say it, I can't remember, but I had one growing up like that. I think you had one.
It wasn't as big. My mom mainly had they were more considered minivans.
Yeah.
But it was still a big.
Well, she said you had the TV, you guys had one of those little VHS TVs. Yeah, we did too. We had tables that would go into the middle. You could lay down the fucking back of the van.
We didn't have tables, but you can lay down in the back.
Yeah,
when you have to lay sideways.
Ours would turn into a bed.
Oh, well then, yeah, you definitely had a van.
Yeah, ours turned into a bed. The TV had a little corner in the back.
Are you sure it wasn't a camper?
No, it was a van. People who are listening to this would know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Tim W., who we worked with, he had, if you ever seen his van, that's the van.
Oh!
You remember Tim's shitty fucking van that he had, and he would just come to work?
That's a van.
When we worked at the casino?
Yeah.
That's the van. It had the tire fucking thing on the back, the ladder.
Yeah, it looked like a fucking camper.
Mm-hmm. Those were the vans. That was the van. I don't remember what you called them, but anywho. So she's walking to her fucking van, and there's dudes robbing one of the fucking studio trucks. Yeah, they're getting in there, and of course one of them blasts from the fucking past Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell.
And
Young buck.
Exactly, dude. Not only Sam fucking Rockwell, but Skeet Ulrich.
He was a thug too.
He was a thug. And so was, let's just get this out of the way, Scott fucking Wolf was a thug. Uh-huh. I couldn't find Scott Wolf. I was looking all over for him. But I couldn't find him. You know who Scott Wolf is. I know you do. I think it was Double Dragon. One of the dragons. One of the martial artsmen. White Squall. Okay, you'd know him if you saw him. I'm not doing all that.
I'm bad with names.
It's okay. But anywho, yeah. So we got like, and a lot of this was their first fucking film.
Yeah.
It was like, damn, this was like the movie of first films.
Yeah.
Wasn't great. So yeah, you get, and of course, Sam, the only movie he doesn't dance in.
Right.
And and he just goes, bad timing. Get her purse. Get her purse. Let go of me. She's freaking the fuck out, but she's scared of the rat. The rat comes out first before she sees them. Before she sees them, she's like, oh my god. So she gets knocked out, and then you see this fucking sigh just go, knocks out a fucking lamp, and then you hear, oh, fucking Michelangelo. And then they're all tied up, and they've got like toys and shit all over their fucking heads. It's like really goofy. And then the cops pull up, and they go, wow, this is a first. It's like, ma'am, you sit tight. We're gonna deal with these guys, okay? Ted, give John a hand. This is really funny. So then they're doing all that shit. The turtles are now walking in the sewer. We're seeing the turtles.
Get the theme song, but like the theme jingle.
Yeah. So they're fucking walking up. Bodacious!
Righteous!
Radical! You know, all that. Baka. Is this the one where he does the acapella?
No,
it's the other one. Okay.
I can't remember what Donatello says in
Yeah,
the
he's
other one.
Bossa Nova?
Yeah.
Chevy Nova? Whatever it is, man. He does it every fucking
Every
time.
time. You can't come up with what do you call what they're doing?
They're like, I don't know. They're just coming up with names.
Like
They're just,
celebrate. It's
they're
the way
like-
of like celebrating when they do a good job.
yeah, they're like just coming up with these righteous names.
Yeah.
You know, righteous words.
Yeah. Righteous.
Radical. Bitch it. Say that at the end. I loved it.
Yeah, that's like
Raph.
the only one where the only one where there is like a curse word.
Oh my god.
And it's
one of my-
only
yeah.
Raph.
One of my favorite things about this movie when I was a kid was when Raph, and we're at that part.
Yeah.
Where he's walking, he's just like, damn. Damn!
Yeah.
When he says damn, I just it always made me go, oh my god, he cursed.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
He's cool.
He's cool. He said, damn! Yeah, and then Raph gets in there, and then we meet Splinter. And Splinter, the big rat, voiced by Kevin Clash, Elmo.
Wait.
Yes, there was...
That Elmo?
Yes, there was... Yeah.
Pedo Elmo?
Yeah, I don't know if they were kids, though. Were they kids? They were like men.
Oh.
I think they were. I didn't go like all the way back to
That's
this
fine.
research
No, that's fine.
because the man's still fucking working. So I mean,
Yeah.
whatever happened,
Yeah.
apparently,
I don't know the full story. But
I don't
I
either.
just know that there's a documentary.
Yeah,
somewhere.
there is a thing where Kevin Clash did something, but I know nothing about it. I was going to do like research about it, but I didn't want this to be the Kevin Clash show. I wanted this to be the Ninja Turtle show.
I understand.
But I will say this: him as Splinter, he's really good as Splinter.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta give it to him. The man can come up with voices. Anywho,
Bad
so
people can have talent.
again, one of those. It's like what we said. I think we've talked about it before, with like Kevin Spacey and all that. It's
Yeah.
like, where do you separate the art with the fucking person? You know,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
But anywho, yeah, we meet him and his.
Were you seen?
Yeah, we had our first battle, Master Splinter.
Well, ninja no.
You don't sound. That's not Splinter.
I know. I'm going Tatsu. Man.
You
I'm-
are,
I'm-
man.
I
You're,
can't
well,
help
that's
it.
you. That's what you are. You're
Hey,
a Tatsu.
Tatsu!
Yeah.
Now lead.
Yeah.
Step forward.
Yeah.
I challenge.
The second one, we'll get there.
Yeah. Getting ahead of ourselves here.
Splinter does his bullshit, and then fucking Raphael. I lost the side!
Then it is gone.
But I can get it back! I can get it back!
Raphael!
He starts punching fucking Donnie. And of course, Corey Feldman's voice is Donnie. We talked about this while we were watching.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
little,
Yeah.
I thought everybody was great. Donnie, Corey, I don't know.
They did better on the second one.
The second one was better, but then I think in the third they brought Corey back.
What?
Yeah, they
No
brought
way.
Corey back for the third one. I think. I'm pretty fucking sure because he had that equal mass displacement. He had like that Corey Feldman fucking.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I didn't pay attention.
Anyway, so yeah, we got all that, and then fucking Splinter's doing his thing, and Mikey, I love him to death. Even when Splinter's talking, Mikey's got the fucking phone book.
Yeah.
in his hand, and he's like just going through the pages. And then you hear him in the background. He's like, "Yeah, what I want mushrooms. I want three cheese, pepperoni, ham." He's ordering every fucking topping on this fucking pizza.
Except for anchovies.
If you no anchovies. I mean, no anchovies. You put anchovies. Michelangelo throws a fucking book at him. His clock's ticking, dude.
His laugh.
Fucking love it. So then he's like goes back, and when they're waiting now, when Donatello is skateboarding, I had that skateboard.
Oh.
Not that exact, but that style of skateboard.
Yeah.
I had that. I went to a skate park when I was like fucking junior in high school, and all the kids were like looking at my skateboard and were like, "Well, Grandpa," and I was like, "Fuck all of you." And then I looked even worse when I tried to like do a jump, and my skateboard split in fucking half when I jumped on it. I was like, "Fuck."
Was that like your first and last time at a skate park?
Yeah. I never would ever again. I was like, dude, I'm fucking radical. And I was talking like the turtle. I was like, bro, this is fucking radical, man. And then all these fucking kids. There were kids everywhere. And I was just like, dude. So out of my element, bro.
God damn it. Damn.
So, yeah, I had that skateboard.
Yeah.
And Michelangelo's waiting. He's got a fucking...
Lollipop.
It was a freezer pop. He had a freezer pop.
Oh.
It was the stick in the pot, the frozen pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that? Is that a lollipop? I thought a lollipop was like a sucker.
I thought that's what it was. I thought it was a sucker.
Fuck. No, it was like a freezer pop thing because
Okay.
it had the wood.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he had the wood and the
Because
cherry.
he was putting it in his mouth and like kind of keeping it in his mouth,
Yep.
even though he's finished.
Shit, I used to do all that. Shit, I still probably do.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm like smoking and I'll be done and I'll just keep the thing in my fucking mouth. I was like, yeah, what up? Yeah. So they're waiting for the pizza dude, and then Donatello brings up,
Hey, Mikey, do you ever think about what Splinter says, when he's gone?
what we're gonna do. Pizza dude. Well, before that, my favorite line: "Pizza dude's got 30 seconds."
Hey, Mike.
Yeah. So, and then Michelangelo just, time's up. $3 off. So Mikey's not even, he doesn't even want to think about it.
Yeah.
And that's what I like, I relate to a little bit with Mikey in that aspect, because he's just like, I just want to have fun. I don't want to think about the sad shit. I don't want to think about Splinter being gone. He's here now.
Yeah.
That's what I care about,
Yeah, he probably uses humor as a way of coping
Exactly.
and all that. That's what I
Raphael
love.
uses anger.
And angst.
Leonardo is just, he's pretty much just...
I see him like concentrating the most on perfecting his craft.
Yes.
Being a perfectionist.
Yes.
And also trying to be a good example because he's supposed to be the leader.
Yeah, and Donatello just in the books.
In the
Just
books.
knowledgeable.
Yeah, which they don't really show that much.
This one
with Donnie in the first one.
No,
he's a little more like, I mean, not that Donatello wasn't like silly, but I don't know, it was different.
Well, Donatello, they didn't really hit in this one with him. They didn't really hit the closest thing they got to him as the Gadget Man was when he was working with Casey on the truck.
Yeah.
And even then, all he was doing was driving it. Like he was
Yeah.
starting it up. He wasn't even doing it. Casey was doing it.
Yeah, I guess the story really didn't have anything technical.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but the pizza's here,
Pizza's here.
and it's Domino's.
It is Domino's. Oh, and of course, if you had the VHS, I got to bring this up.
Yeah.
If you had the VHS, there was a Pizza Hut commercial.
Yeah.
And for those of you that remember this Pizza Hut commercial, you were serenaded as I was as a child, and you were heartfelt, and you really lived in this Pizza Hut commercial. And Goldberg was the catcher in this Pizza Hut commercial. And I'm going to play you a little dirge of it right now. 'Cause I played right field, and I want you to know you gotta learn how to catch, you gotta learn how to throw. That's why I played right field, way out where the dandelions grow. Making it great,
Oh my God.
making it great.
I remember that jingle. Pizza Hut, making it great.
That's what it did, dude. That was the fucking VHS. They had that fucking
Yeah, so
commercials. So it's
Pizza
funny.
Hut,
It was Domino's.
Yeah, Pizza Hut was the sponsor. Didn't they say they kind of like messed that up?
Yeah, something along that line.
But we were saying that Domino's, like the look
right.
of the uniform, the pizza, it to
Iconic.
me it was more recognizable
Exactly.
than Pizza Hut. I will say Pizza Hut has better pizza.
Yeah,
but
it was a basic bitch.
Yeah.
Basic bitch of a box.
Basic
bitch
of
of
a
a box. And then Papa John's came and was like,
We're gonna do the same thing as Domino's. Let's put the red and the blue, except we're gonna put Papa John.
I thought their like color scheme had like green in it. But they were like
Who?
red and green, Papa John's.
I don't know. I haven't gotten them in a long time. Ever since a friend got fucking food poisoning from when I stayed away.
Yeah, same.
I was like, oh, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Honestly, I don't even do Domino's anymore.
No.
Ever since you, it's Pizza Hut or Emos.
Yeah.
Okay. Square beyond, come back. I wonder what the turtles would think about the pizza. I mean, Emos. Anyway. So, yeah, they order everything. And so we get the pizza guy who comes up. Fun fact, the pizza guy is actually the body puppeteer of Michelangelo. If I can find him. Yeah. Michelin Sisti. He's funny as shit. I was listening to a podcast of him and how he like got the part. He was like, I went to an audition, and the guy at the audition, and he's the oldest of all of the like body puppeteers. Like all the guys were young, and he was like, I'm like the oldest, but he went to audition, and they were like, can you do like martial arts or anything? And he was like, yeah, sure. So he's at his studio apartment. And he was like, I'm in this closet of an apartment of mine, and I'm trying to practice martial arts in this really tight place. And then when I go to the office of the audition, I'm in an even smaller version of my apartment. And he was like, so I started doing everything, and I did a kick, and I turned, I did a roundhouse kick, and I kicked a hole in the wall. And
Oh my God!
And my foot got stuck. And I made whoever he was, the casting director, whoever, I made him laugh his ass off. And I was just like, he's stuck, he couldn't get out. He was like, made him laugh his ass off. And he was just like, we'll give you a call. And he was like, I didn't get it. Sure enough, I got a call.
Yeah.
And they loved it. They made him, so they were like, Michelangelo.
Yeah.
They were like, there you
I was
fucking
gonna
go.
say that's such a Michelangelo thing to do.
And he is so funny. And that's why I love it, because it's like, it's not his voice, but it's him talking to himself. It's just 122, 122, and an 8. 122 and an 8. Terrific. Where the hell is 122 and an 8? You're standing on it, dude.
Yeah.
Just put it down here. Hey, this is a 10. The tab's 13. 2 minutes late, dude. I couldn't find the place. Wise man say, forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
Yeah.
I gotta get a new route. And I thought I delivered it everywhere. Fucking love it. Yes, friends, the new Turbo Genshu. Woo! It slices, it dices, and makes French fries out of 3 different whoops. Anywho. So yeah, they're having the pizza. And it's funny, they order all this shit on the pizza, but all you can really see are the fucking olives.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, when we were watching the making of it, the girl was like, oh, they eating like the weirdest pizza I've ever seen. It's just got olives on it, bitch.
Yeah.
It's just got olives on it.
Yeah.
What the fuck's your problem?
Maybe some mushrooms. I don't know.
Right. You got a little peppers on the bottom. Like, fuck, it looks like a good pizza to me. I'll eat the fuck out of it.
Pepperoncini.
I'll eat the fuck out of it.
Sure.
I'll eat with Michelangelo.
All right. I know
Better
you would.
believe me.
I know you would.
Yeah.
I know you
I'd even eat the fucking penicillin.
would. Oh. We gotta talk about that.
Yeah,
when we get there.
we will.
Yeah, because we have a debate going.
We did have
Yeah.
a debate. It's different theories here of that
Yes.
one. So they're doing their shit. Raphael goes out. He's seen Critters of all movies. This movie came out in 90. I can't remember what year Critters came out. Wasn't it like 87?
I mean, it could have been one of those old movie nights or
Maybe.
kind of retro movie night
Right.
thing. Maybe Raph has never seen it. I mean, it's funny, like...
I mean, we do now. Those are coming back. Those, like, older films coming into theaters now.
Yeah. And it's funny because, like, he doesn't really, like... He's not that hidden. He's wearing a trench coat and a hat.
Right.
And no one notices him.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm telling you, this whole movie is about fucking just natural ones
Yeah.
of perception.
Yeah.
Nobody can fucking see shit.
I mean, I guess if you can think about it, like, justified in a way, it's New York. Nobody gives a shit. Everyone just is looking straight forward.
Right.
They only care about what's going on in their lives, and they're like most likely not even paying attention that they'll just fall down a manhole, which I do know of someone that has done that.
Jesus God. Hey, dude! Welcome!
Yeah. I gotta ask him, did you meet the turtles?
Did you meet this Michelangelo down there waiting for a fucking slice? So yeah, he sees.
Where do they come up with this stuff?
That was good. That was good.
I love Raphael's voice in this because it's so New York.
Yeah.
It's so New York. I love it.
He does, yeah. Raph does. He's the only one with the New York
With the New York
fucking
accent.
twang.
Yeah. Twang.
Yeah. So these fucking dudes take this old woman's purse to start running. And Raph trips him and throws the purse back. And he's just like, trying to look intimidated with his fucking scythe. And the dudes are just like, or sigh. And and then the dudes are just like, oh! I'd be like, what the fuck is that? I'm remembering when me in my like early 20s, I'm like, you really got a fucking sigh, dude? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Bring it on, bitch. Bring it on. Grow up, bro. Grow up.
A princess.
He had a sigh in a trench coat, Doug.
You tell me that I'm wrong.
You tell me I'm wrong. Grow up. Oh, fuck.
Damn.
So, did I break the mic?
No.
Our new fucking microphone, did I just break
Yeah,
it?
hopefully you guys can kind of hear a difference. We have one. God damn it. We have one new
Sorry.
mic.
Yeah, we're still hip to hip,
We're
but
still
hopefully
hip to
we
hip.
sound fucking better.
Yeah, hopefully we sound better, but
Anywho.
we'll see.
Hopefully. If I didn't just blow the fucking game.
Yeah.
But then the dudes are like, the hell was that? I don't know. That was a crime. You purse-grabbing pigs. And this is the penalty. 2 minutes for slashing. 2 minutes for sticking. And my personal favorite, 2 minutes for high stick.
How about 3 minutes for roughing game misconduct, bound?
Bogey?
Casey Jones.
I love Casey Jones.
See, I did too. I remember having like a huge crush on him, thinking he was super cool, but like watching him now, it's kind of like it's kind of dumb.
Bitch.
I still think it's funny and cool.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
but just I don't know, just the way he talks, like everything is like sports analogy, and you know, I'm not a sports person, so
Right.
it's just kind of like meh. But his weapons they're unique.
Yeah, I mean, he's a vigilante who only uses sports weapons.
Yeah.
He uses a hockey stick. He's
Cricket.
Jose Canseco bats. Tell me, you didn't pay money for this. Oh, it's 2 for 1 sale, pal. Now you did it. Cricket.
You gotta know what a crumpet is before you something to swing a cricket. I don't remember
Right.
the fucking line. Yeah.
Before you understand cricket,
Yeah.
I'll teach you. Huh, see? 6 rounds. So here's an interesting thing. So I don't know if we brought up Judith talking. So Judith had a big thing in the film, and this is essentially why she wasn't asked back. She pretty much had an uproar.
She made an uproar.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Yeah,
yeah.
she made it. Excuse me. Thank you. She made an uproar because
For good
all very
reason.
justifiable.
Yes.
So I forgot what the production company was, but it was out of
They like did Bruce Lee movies.
China. Yeah, they did all of the like China movies and all that stuff, and so they never really had insurance for their actors and anything. So when they came out here, and a lot of the stuntmen were from overseas, they were all from China and Asia. So when they came out here, they didn't have benefits. So the guy
And
who played
they weren't protected by the union.
exactly.
Yeah.
So one of the guys who played Raphael, this is one of the points. When he did that, he goes into the fucking trash can scene.
Uh-huh.
When he goes in, the head pushed down broke his nose to the point that he could not be in the film anymore.
Oh my god.
Now, when we were watching that pizza party thing, the part that I turned on
Yeah.
with Ernie Reyes Jr. and the other guy, I forgot his name. But he became Raph because of that guy breaking his nose. And like, where Judith was like, oh God, it was horrible. Like, I felt so bad. And then the guy who was Raph was like, I know it's horrible, but at the same time, I got the part.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, thank God for that, because I became a turtle.
Yeah.
You know, because he was just a foot guy.
Yeah, I remember that in
was
the
just,
video.
Yeah, he was just a foot guy, and
But
Pat Johnson.
And they were getting paid like nothing.
Pennies. What'd he say?
And working
He wasn't even making like the shit by a day. He was making like 70 something a week.
Yeah,
I think.
something like that.
It was shit.
It was shit, even for like the 90s.
Yeah,
whatever.
it was shit. Like, yeah, nowadays you go do fucking theater and it's like $300 a week for a fucking show or something. But it's like, man,
But
man.
yeah, well, even now, like $300 a week, that's not a lot.
Fuck no, it ain't, is it?
Yeah,
That's what's crazy.
Still underpaid.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully it changed since the time we were out there.
Yeah.
But, so, yeah, but he was saying all that. But, yeah, man, like, the stuntmen...
They were, like, treated really poorly.
Really poorly. Everybody, the actors in the suits, anybody who wore those suits, they were talking about how they literally would lose because it was so hot in those suits. And they could barely take them off. Like, they would have the head on, and they would be like, okay, we don't want you out of costume for this take, so keep them on. Because I guess they had to, like, pad the shit down to make it look like, nothing was it. Yeah. So they were like, you can't take your head off, you can't do anything. And they're like, we're burning up. Like, these guys were losing, like, 6 to damn near 10 pounds of fucking, of weight a day. Like, they were losing so much weight from sweating. From
sweating, and I'm sure that those costumes were heavy as shit.
Yeah.
So they were having to be athletic, doing flips and tricks and martial arts, and with that extra weight.
Yeah.
And then having that shell thing. Like, I'm just like, how do you work your core and move, like, bend around and do a fucking backflip? Right. With a fucking shell on your back.
Yeah. And Ernie Reyes Jr., he was Donatello in the first one. Okay. He was the fight stuntman for Donatello in the first one. He was like 18 or something at the time.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, Ernie Reyes Jr. in the second one when we get there, he's Keno.
Yeah.
So he was the stuntman for fucking Donatello and became a character in the next one. Mm-hmm. And that was what's cute about that thing is that the guy who became Raph then became the puppeteer and the stuntman for Raph in the second one. And was like, I was just like, oh man, and Ernie, of course, I was like, oh my God, I want to be like Ernie because look at him. He's got a character now. Yeah. He's speaking. He's doing shit. And like, I'm almost there. I'm now totally Raph. I'm just not speaking. And the guy who played Raph was also the nunchucker.
Okay.
The fellow nunchucker, eh?
Oh.
That he was
a fellow
chucker. So, where were we? So we were talking about, but yeah, she talked about all this. She spoke out for them, for everybody, and was just like, guys, this isn't right. And then they were like, well, you're fucking stirring up a hornet's nest, so you're not coming back. Stupid. But she did the reunion, and it's like, she really did care. And
she did, yeah.
It's like respect.
And you can really tell that they still have had some type of communication. Not say that they would do phone calls and whatnot, but they stayed, somewhat in contact. Because the way they were talking, it just sounded like they do talk. Right. Yeah, it was fun.
And it's also funny because she still looks gorgeous as fuck. She's jealous.
Gorgeous.
She's fucking hasn't aged a day. And it's funny because the guys were talking, because both of them, Ernie and the other, they were so young. Yeah. And they were talking about it. They were like, God, if we try to do that stuff now. She's like, okay, hearing you guys talk about being old is making me feel... I'm over going, bitch. They look old. You just, you look the fucking same. Yeah. Girl, please. Anywho. So... Where were we in the film?
Oh God. Well, we were the Casey Jones meeting Raph, and Raph kind of gets his butt kicked a little bit.
Yeah, he does. Raph, and this is the thing with Casey that you really got to think about with Casey. Casey can't take a fucking hit. Once Casey gets hit, it's kind of over with. If he hits you first, or if he starts fighting you first, game over, man. He could fuck you up. But if you get that first couple of hits in with him. He pretty much kind of, his tail goes between his legs, because he does that with Raph. Raph hit him and he's just like, and then Tatsu at the end, when he fights Tatsu, it's like, if he can't get that first hit, he's going to be fucking, And of course, he needs to have a weapon.
Yeah, and that kind of really reflects on his ego.
Yeah.
Like if he doesn't get that first hit, his ego probably gets shot down, and he starts to maybe like second guess himself.
Yeah. And you'd think he'd be a brawler because fucking hockey players.
Yeah.
And I mean, he talked about playing professionally. Mm-hmm. And that's where I think it kind of says, it's like, how did he get hurt? Because what made him become a vigilante? Again, if all this is talked about in the comic, hooray.
Yeah.
But for movie purposes and being somebody who's never read the fucking comics, you know, it's like, what made him become a vigilante? He got hurt. He was a pro for literally like a game. Mm-hmm. And then got hurt. How did he get hurt? Did he get his ass fucking kicked for losing a game? Did something happen? What made him, you know, all these fucking questions with Casey, and that's what's so interesting about him. And especially when he's talking to April at the farm, and he's just like, she's like, so you really played professionally? He's like, before I got hurt, yeah. He's like, yeah. She was like, oh, I'm so sorry. He's like, so was I. You know, I just love him. But... So that happens. Raph is running after him. Raph rolls over into a cab. And then we see Josh Pye's in the back seat. What the heck was that?
Who is the voice of Raph?
Yeah, he was Raph. Yeah. What the heck was that? Looked like some sort of a big turtle in a trench coat. You're going to LaGuardia, right? And then, come back here. I'm not finished with you. I tried to muffle it. Damn! My favorite. And then, of course, we have Splinter, the parent, waiting up.
Yeah.
Fucking lights a match.
Raphael,
Can't this wait till morning?
you will listen now.
I love this fucking speech that he gives.
Yeah.
And he's just like, man, I hear it now, and I'm like, bro, you're hitting home, Splint.
Mm-hmm.
You're hitting home. So they have that really fucking beautiful thing. You're just like,
You will not forget them, and you will not forget me.
you know, all that shit. And Raph's crying.
Yeah.
It's like, god damn, man, just such a troubled teen he
I
was.
know.
You know? The next day, what are we? We're following April. We kind of skim a little bit of Charles being at the apartment. Danny steals fucking $20 from April. Danny leaves the car, runs away from Charles, and then we find Danny goes to some fucking factory. Mm-hmm. Good fucking instincts, Raphael.
Oh my god.
Look at you.
Whew.
So Danny goes to some warehouse, and we see kids all over the. This is what we want. My body is my body. Do what I want to.
And it just looks like so much fun because there's like
Dude.
arcade games, they're
Yeah.
skating, they're blading, they're playing card games, but they're also like
Smoking cigars,
Smoking
fucking
cigars.
poker, and they're gambling for with dollars.
yeah.
I'm over here going, damn,
Yeah.
damn, this is fucking cool. And then of course you got Sam Rockwell coming down. Hey man, anything you guys want, you do it. Anything you guys want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Anything. Got any cigarettes? Regular or menthol? Come on. You know, all that shit. So it's like, man, we got and then you got Tatsu just fucking paroling the grounds, and then a kid hits him.
Sticking out like a fucking sore thumb. Like
Right. And then a kid hits him, and he's just like, The kid's just Tatsu's like,
Go, play, have fun.
okay. And he just goes off, and then the fucking gongs.
Yeah.
And then we see Shredder. He comes out with his cape, and he's got his fucking... Tatsu pulls the cape back, and then we see the blades sticking out. The shoulder pad blades.
Drag.
He does kind of look like a drag, doesn't he?
He is dragged.
Yeah.
Dragoon. Like, how... Like, he somewhat, like, reminds me... He makes me think of Conan the Barbarian and... What's his nut?
In Conan?
Yeah. James Earl Jones's character.
Right. Thulsa Doom.
Yeah. Just like he doesn't do much. He's more of a presence. He has this intimidating look, and like I get it. Like comic wise,
Yeah.
it looks intimidating. But the guys in the comic even said that the guy when it was a joke.
Yeah.
He had like a cheese grater up his hand like a puppet, and
Right.
he was like, "Oh man, this could really cut someone." Hey,
We did it as a joke.
it was a joke.
And of course, we didn't use a cheese grater, but that's essentially what we were
Yeah.
doing. Like, the whole thing was a joke. That's what I
Yeah.
love about it.
And the thing about, like, in Shredder, like, I get he's
And then they killed him in the first comic, I think.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
he
what
didn't
you
even
said.
last.
He didn't
yeah,
last.
He didn't even last.
And like his face is covered, and we're supposed to think like, why is he covering his face? And then at the end, but we see his face. His face is not that fucked up.
Right.
Like, get over yourself, dude. Like it's so like vain.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe back then it was more scary, but looking at it now, it's like, dude, like.
Right. Well, now we got actors and actors, all these people with scar, like, you know, I mean, fuck, who are some, like, you know, you've got Tommy Flanagan. Tommy
Yes!
Flanagan's another really good one. It's like, fuck, man, he's got that scar down his shit, and it's like, we're
how-
at and his is more fucking righteous than Shredder's on the
Yeah,
movie,
and
you know?
honestly, maybe he's an amazing actor.
It was fucking great, and that scar, you better believe. Is,
But like
man.
I'm sure he got a lot of his jobs because of that, and they
Right.
they put that in his storyline too,
Mm-hmm.
like a backstory of like why he's this way.
Yeah, for Sons of Anarchy.
Yes. The hell is this Gash doing here?
Fuck is this? How is this guy doing here?
Wow, very funny.
Oh God. So
Yeah,
yes,
Shredder.
Shredder's doing his thing, and he's like, "Find these freaks." And mind you, fucking April gets mugged again. We have that funny moment with her doing the police interview and fucking with Stearns. Stearns is like an unsung hero to me, of course, because he yells.
Oh, of course.
So I fucking kind of
of
like
course
love
you
it.
like him.
Yeah, when he goes into when she goes into his office and he's
Time me.
just, time me. Yeah, he's just, would you like to tell me what you're doing out there, except for busting my chops? Are you finished?
Are you trying to tell me how to do my job?
107, a new record. And she's all like, yes, proud of herself.
Yeah.
So she gets fucking jumped in the subway going home, and Raphael comes out of nowhere, kicks the shit out of the dudes, takes her to the sewer. They're followed, and then she wakes up.
Her scream, man. I can't do
It like fucking gradually goes up.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
yeah.
It's like a false. It like goes from very silent. And
The
then it-
whistle tone.
Exactly.
It's very like Mariah Carey, like.
Mhm.
I can't do it.
Fucking Michelangelo with a towel. Hi.
Yeah. Michelangelo, I showed you. He does your thing,
Yeah.
putting his hand
The hand to the chest.
onto the chest.
Yeah, when I get scared, apparently, I do that. Yeah, somebody comes out, and a lot of people love to do it.
Yeah, it works.
Especially when we worked at the casino, like I'd be in the back, and people would just come out, and go, and then I'd turn around and just.
Like you're about to have a heart attack.
Yeah, but if I really got scared, it would be a "fuck you." If they like really got me, like,
Yeah.
oh no, it would. It would be the hand to the heart, and then it would be followed with a bitch.
Yeah. So yeah,
So
she
she- yeah.
thinks she's dead. She thinks she's dreaming. Why can't I ever dream about Harrison Ford?
15 years now.
Yeah, for fucking, and she's just like, that rat, okay, those guys, they jumped me. And that rat, you were there, that's why you're in my dream. And you guys, she's freaking out.
It's all very simple.
So then they're talking, Splinter's talking about how he found the turtle. He was
Yeah.
like, when I lived here in New York, crawling in the sewers. And then he came across a broken jar and green ooze. And these little turtles crawling all over. And then I put them in a coffee can. He has a little spoon. He's fucking
Yeah,
corralling
yeah.
these fucking turtles with a spoon. And then they have the turtles getting a pizza.
And of course, I was growing too, particularly in intellect.
Radical.
Funny thing about that, who was it? Brian Henson, I think, was saying that when they were doing those turtles, that scene with those little ones, they had black screen or black like curtain or whatever, and then they had a light on them. And he said that there were these flies that were attracted to the light and just kept coming out of nowhere.
Oh no.
And he was like, we sent all the runners to go get a shitload of fly swatter.
Oh my god.
And what we tried to do to combat it was they turned another light on at a different area with like a white like styrofoam wall or something. And they shined a light there to try to get the flies to go over there. And then they had puppeteers that weren't working, runners. Damn near everybody had a fly swatter and was trying to kill the flies. And he was just laughing at me. He was like, oh, this is what we had to do.
Yeah.
And I think they really filmed in a sewer because I don't know. That's the one thing I don't know, but I do know that Judith Hoag was talking about there were crickets that made their way like on the set or something, and they were so loud that she actually had to go back and like kind of like re-record.
Oh, do like voiceover?
Yeah, essentially, because
like post-production.
Yeah, because they couldn't like they were trying to drown out the fucking crickets, and then it was just so bad.
Wow.
And she was like, I always wondered why they wanted me to do that, and then I went back and I was like, oh, the crickets. That's what it was.
The crickets.
Crickets. Speaking of cricket, that doll and the toys that made us, the Playmates, and they did the cricket doll, and then they did the cricket doll, and then the cricket bat, and then the crickets in the sewer. Look at all these crickets. It's just about crickets with this film.
I don't know.
Or with this franchise. So they're doing all that. April is going home. The boys take her home. She climbs out and she's all like, I didn't invite you guys in, but all I really have is frozen pizza. Fucking Michelangelo like shoots up like a fucking accordion. Let's go for it!
You just said the magic word.
Yeah. You guys eat pizza? Doesn't everybody?
I mean, true.
I mean, yeah, it really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what do you guys like on your pizza? You know, the usual flies, stink bugs. it was a joke. And then, of course, he starts doing impressions.
Yeah.
Michelangelo is doing his impressions. He's doing Rocky. Maybe I'll fight Apollo and maybe I won't, you know? What do you think? Adrian!
Oh, no, I got a better one. You dirty rat.
And then, of course, Raphael. Not Cagney. Fucking doing that James Cagney fucking shit. Now, I love it when he does the woo!
Yeah.
He does it because Cagney's hair does that shit. Like, every time he gets mad, it's like flying around. And he's woo!
Killed my brother.
So then they go home, and they're talking about what a good time they had, how cool April is, and then they see the home is wrecked. It's fucking torn asunder. Splinter's gone. And everybody's like, Splinter? And then Raph pushes through. He shoulders fucking like, was it Donatello or Leo? He shoulders so that he just pushes it and he just, and that scream.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That always got me. And of course, the old man walking past the sewer when he was like, what the fuck was that? He was like, God damn, New York.
New York.
And then he just walks off. And then they go back to April's. They spend the night. Charles comes over, brings Danny. And Danny sees Michelangelo under the table and is all like, oh my God, what is that? Michelangelo puts a fucking panda under there. Just so funny. And then the turtles are just being ninjas. They're hiding everywhere fucking Charles and Danny are going. Charles, give me a towel, will you? See Donatello in the fucking bathroom. Where do you keep the towels? Charles, no! The Donatello's hanging from the fucking ceiling.
Was this before or after Danny got arrested?
This is before.
Okay.
No, this is after.
After.
This is after, because this is when because Chief Stearns called Charles and was like, Charles Pennington, you got a boy named Danny, Charles?
Yeah.
And this is where he tried to make that deal, keep April off my fucking back.
Yeah.
And I'll let your son out.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't, I'm gonna fucking arrest your son for every fucking thing that he did. So he's pretty much blackmailing Charles.
Yeah.
You know? And so Charles is trying to really like lay it on. Like he's just like, April, take a break. Like stay off of this. And she's all like, oh, now Chief Stearns. He's like, well, take it easy, okay? April. So then they leave. And actually this might be where Danny runs away. Was after this scene. So I was probably a little early on that one. Because I think this might have been when Danny runs off.
Maybe.
Anyway, doesn't matter. So Michelangelo comes out after Charles leaves, and he's, whoa! Time to switch to decaf, April. So she does her anchoring interview or whatever.
Yeah.
She's talking about the foot. She's talking about the robberies, and the turtles are watching. She thanks Raphael. Ooh, Studley.
Ooh, Studley.
Studley. He's getting all Googled. And then he's freaking out because he wants to find Splinter. Him and Leo get into it. And then he goes upstairs, goes up to the roof to blow off steam. And he starts just doing cartwheels
Can
and
I talk
kicks.
about that for a second?
Oh, please.
Hold on.
Yes. Do it.
Hold on.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Second.
Pour the wine.
You know what it reminded me of? That's why I kept laughing every time I saw him do it, because it reminded me of Footloose.
Oh, God. Oh, God!
When fucking Kevin Bacon is doing that angry dance.
He'll never your heart wings. Never. Oh my God! I want to watch that now and put that song to that scene. Never.
And he did I know they could have done better than a cartwheel.
I don't know, but now I'm gonna legitimately make this a YouTube video.
Do it.
And I'm gonna get so many views.
Oh my God, you're gonna blow up.
I'm gonna put that fucking song into Raph fighting the foot. Dude, this is blowing off his steam.
I need to watch that scene now.
God damn it.
I'm not saying that it's not good, it's great, but it's
great fucking scene, but it's just so
funny.
Oh God.
Angry dancing.
Yeah.
It's like taking an angry
Let me
walk.
express my fucking anger into beautiful dance.
And gymnastics.
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking in a warehouse.
In a warehouse.
Of all
He
fucking
legit does a parallel bar routine.
I love that you thought of this. So
That's why I saved that
Oh
for you.
my God, I'm dead.
I saved that for you.
Fucking dead, man. That's great. All right. So then Casey, just ironically enough, is fucking on another roof, and he's
like trying to scan like police radios or something, or what?
Probably, actually, now that you think about it, he was like trying to work the radio. I thought he was just trying to get a fucking station, but he probably could have been doing that too. But he sees Raph and then is just like, huh, and that's all we get. And then we see a bunch of fucking foot dudes coming out of nowhere, and Raph starts fighting them, and April gets home, takes the guys down to
the antique store.
The antique store that I guess her father opened, and when he died, she took it over, and she never wanted to sell it because it reminds him of her. Mm-hmm. And she even says to the guys, well, I guess it's kind of stupid to keep something open just because you miss your father. And then I think it was Donatello. It was either Donatello or it was Leo. I think it was Donatello. He was just like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's not. It's not stupid. And then they go in, and they have that funny shit. Michelangelo... the fucking symbols.
Yeah.
He's right behind fucking Leo. Oh, Lord. Then they go back upstairs. Raph's holding his own, but he's getting his fucking ass kicked.
Yeah.
And then they're like, don't worry about Raph. He's going to drop in any minute.
Through the fucking windows. And he's not moving.
Raph
is he? He's alive, but barely.
How do you know?
Yeah, and then they all come out of it right. And then they all come out of the fucking woodwork. And then here's fucking Michelangelo. Whoa! And I thought insurance salesmen were pushing. Your brother just fell in and is like dying on the floor, and they're just fucking insurance salesman.
Oh yeah.
And then the kid fucking with the chucker.
Oh, the chucker.
The fellow chucker, eh? And keep practicing. And then they do the fight. They have the fight, and then it's a little it's comical. They dunk Donatello, and he comes out and spits in the guy's eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got Michelangelo, Wheel of Fortune, dude.
Wheel of Fortune, dude. I thought everybody loved Manna. And then, oh, God help me. So, yeah, they got all that going on. The thing that kind of is like and then one of the foot dude, Bacentos! I think that's how you call them. But, like, they bring out these axes.
They're so weird.
Well,
I just feel like they're so out of, they're so random.
Those weren't, I don't know why they styled them that way, but that's not what but that weapon is like The Last Samurai. You remember The Last Samurai?
A little bit.
There was this guy that had that staff and then that really long curved blade that was like essentially that's essentially what That's like the Chinese version of, well, that's the Japanese version, but the Chinese version is essentially the same fucking thing in that style. That's what should have came out, not these fucking axes.
Yeah, they just looked too fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah.
I mean, obviously they were, but like
They really did look
was-
like Party City.
yeah, very Party City.
And they chop in the wood.
Guys, I don't really think, structurally speaking, now's a very good time for your the rest of your buddies to jump in.
And they come in, they go through the floor into the thing. And then they're fighting. Mikey's fighting with tambourines. And it's just getting funny. They're losing. And then all of a sudden, fucking just, what happened? The lights go off or some shit. And Casey Jones walks in. He's got his mask. And he's just like, you guys mind telling me what you're doing to my little green friend over there? Whoa, who is the babe?
God.
He's like, who the hell is that? Wayne Gretzky on steroids? Of course, you get fucking Tatsu.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. And I love this song. This song, like, makes the hairs on my fucking ass stand at attention. Like, I
Okay.
fucking love it. Like, I'm literally, every time I hear this song, I'm like, why the fuck couldn't that song be in there more? Like, oh, God, but that's why. That's why. Dick hairs go up.
Dick.
Everything.
Oh my God.
The taint tickles.
Oh my
It's
God.
great. It's fun. This song is, I mean, oh God, every time they fight to that song is fucking great. But, and again, none of them hit fucking Casey. Casey's fucking these dudes up, dude. And he's fucking fending them off. Like, they're going into the trap door. And Leo's like, are you coming, dude? And he's just like, go ahead, gangway, man. I'll take care of these guys. And he's just like fucking throwing them. And then finally he goes in. You see the whole apartment's on fucking fire because one guy cut the fucking electric and electrocuted himself.
Yeah.
And the shit just caught fire. So fucking Charles calls, leave a message that April's fired. Sorry, this comes as a blow. Say that again, Chuck. So he finally leaves, and then Tatsu hears the sirens. Ninja banish! So they leave. Tatsu goes back, and Shredder is pissed.
Yeah.
Shredder he fucking backhands Splinter. Like, that's rough. I love even in The Toys That Made Us when they were like, came out with this movie, and it was supposed to be for kids, and then we find out, oh, it's really fucking dark, like this ain't gonna work. And they show the scene where Splinter gets his fucking ass bitch slapped, and it's like, yeah, it's pretty fucking dark, dude. But
Yeah.
then it's like, then they were like, and then as soon as the movie was over, it was like,
Yeah.
it did really well. All that crap. So Shredder is pissed. He wants to know what the fuck the turtles are. Goes to Tatsu. He doesn't even talk to Tatsu. He literally walks past Tatsu, looks at him, and just stares like a fuck, like I do the dogs when
Yeah.
they fuck up. And
Yeah.
Tatsu's just can't even look at him.
Yeah.
And Shredder just fucking walks off. And then Tatsu's so pissed, he goes into the locker room. He's just beating the shit out of all the guys that had already got their fucking asses kicked.
Yeah.
And he's just beating the shit out of them. And then the one kid who had just gotten sworn in to the society, if you will, is like, Mr. Tatsu, stop, please! And Tatsu beats the shit out of him and then realizes, fuck, I almost killed this kid.
Yeah.
And then he kind of has like a moment of, whoops. And then just kind of walks off. And they go and hide out at the farm that time forgot. And you know, we got these really beautiful moments of April's monologue is great.
Yeah.
When she's talking about the turtles and the different things, and
Yeah. Raph is still out of it. They put him sideways in a bathtub.
yeah, they got the water in there. And she's watering him every now and again. Donnie and Casey Jones are bonded. Leo is constantly watching over Raph. We don't really know what happens to Michelangelo, and even Judith Hoag didn't know why they didn't put, I guess, his little thing in there.
What he's doing to cope with
Because
everything.
I think she said she filmed that, and she was like, I don't know why it's not in there. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
So they left Mikey out.
Aw, poor Mikey. She called me Mikey.
Yeah. So then Raph wakes up, and him and Leo are bonding. Leo's like, Raph, I'm sorry about what I said. Leo, don't. So then they wake up to have their moment. And then they start training again. I love the shot with Donnie and that fucking hat.
Yeah.
He's got that fucking straw hat on, and he had like a piece of straw or something. He just flicked it out.
Yeah.
And then when he's humming, I think it was him or Mikey. Somebody was humming Old MacDonald when they were walking.
What?
Yeah, when they were walking outside. And on that farm he had a... And then he looked and he got scared because something ran past. Something ran past, and he just... He just turned around real quick and stared at whatever was there, and then goes back. So yeah, they have that moment, and then they skip Mikey, and then she goes to Casey, and then there's Casey Jones. He might almost be cute if it wasn't for that pig-headedness. Yeah. And then they have that moment.
Yeah, he's a pig.
He's a pig, indeed. But I love it when she's like, okay. He's like, here, I'm Mr. Fix-It. I will help you. Okay, come on. Okay, babe, toots. Calls her every fucking one of it. Yeah. And then he sits down on that swing.
Yeah.
And then he takes a bite in the apple and he says, don't come around here asking me for my help anymore. And then the fucking thing just...
And I was saying, I wonder if that was planned or an accident.
I hope it was an accident.
I would love...
He looked genuine, like genuinely confused.
Yeah,
He was
and just startled.
Yeah, he's just, what the fuck was this? Yeah. So the boys start fucking training. They're doing their shit. Leo's meditating. He sees Splinter. And then they all go out to a campfire. And then they all see Splinter, and Splinter is all like, boys are my sons and I love you. Mikey's crying. Raph is like, oh my God, smiles. Leo's like, yes. And Donatello is comforting Mikey. Yeah. And that takes us back to the beginning of the film. Mikey didn't want to acknowledge it, and Mikey is like, all tears. Like, that's what's so sad. And that's why I'm like, oh my God, man, Mikey, you fucking ass. So then they go back to the city. They go back to the sewer. Here we see little Mr. fucking Danny, and Danny's been hiding out. And yes, the boys are like, God, I wish we had some fucking pizza. I wish we had something to eat. And then Danny, I had some pizza here a couple days ago.
You said the magic word.
So then they go, and Mikey goes up to the pizza. Well, what is it?
Question. You like penicillin on your pizza?
Okay. Now, what do you think the outcome was?
Me?
Yeah, after that, with the pizza. What happened? What did they do with the pizza to you?
For me, I thought they started humming taps and shit because it was like... And then they started getting down on their knees and they opened the box. I swear, they started doing the taps thing because they were like, we're going to eat this mold, and if we die, we die. That was how I took it. I was like, they're eating that fucking pizza.
See, I thought they were doing the taps for the pizza.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to eat it, so it's pizza that has to get thrown away and wasted.
I mean, yeah, I think that the birds, I think they both work.
They do.
Because I really don't know, but I like my version.
I didn't even think yours would be an option, honestly.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why would anybody do that?
We're playing taps for ourselves because we're eating this motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, that's funnier, honestly. I think your version is definitely funnier.
But they're both really good versions. It's a really good idea. Oh, and of course Casey goes down, and Casey is like freaking out. He's like, oh my God, what is this? And he's like freaking out. He's scared, and then Donatello is like, you're a claustrophobic. And then Casey goes, what, do you want a fist in the mouth? Donatello's like, mm-mm. And then he's like, I've never even looked at another man before. I never caught that as a fucking kid until we just watched it like the other day. I never caught that he said that. I was always so confused why he said that.
I just thought
like,
he was
bro.
offended by being called claustrophobic.
Yeah, no, he thought Donatello called him homophobic.
Yeah,
no, you're a homophobic.
Or homosexual?
Or homosexual. Maybe, yeah, you're a homosexual. I think, maybe.
Because Casey's...
Yes.
Response, I've never even looked at a man
exactly.
before.
So he probably thought he called him a homosexual.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So he just heard phobic. I don't even know why he thought of that.
Well, it shows that Casey Jones isn't that bright.
All them fucking hits
all
to the head.
All brawn and not a lot of brains.
All them checks.
Yeah.
But yeah, he freaks out and he's like and then April.
Yeah.
He just means you're afraid of tight spaces.
Yeah.
Afraid? Me? Oh. He's like, I'm gonna go sleep in the truck. Then he gets in the truck, and then he's trying to sleep, and then he rolls the window down. He freaks the fuck out, and he just starts rolling the window down, just breathing outside. He's like, oh. So everybody falls asleep. Danny takes one of the drawings that April did.
One thing that really pissed me off. I mean, fucking April takes this time to make this beautiful piece of art. Danny asks for one. What does he do? He fucking folds it.
Right. Yeah.
Don't do that.
I know. Don't do that, man. So then he sneaks out. Casey sees him sneaking and follows him. He goes into the warehouse. Casey goes in and knocks out one of the fucking foot guys and wears the outfit. And Danny goes in to talk to Splinter. Apparently, I think he talked to Splinter before.
Yeah, this is their first meeting.
Right. So he goes in there, he starts talking to Splinter, and Splinter's telling him the story. Splinter is like, this is what happened to me. And he's talking about his master Yoshi, how he was raised. Now, what's funny about that cutscene is he's talking about always watching and mimicking Yoshi's moves. Well, the person fucking fighting in that scene, doing the fucking martial arts, that's a Rokusaki. That's not fucking Yoshi. So when they show a Rokusaki doing the shit and then it cuts to Splinter, like that was a Rokusaki with his fucking shirt off, and then they changed when he said, and then a Rokusaki, they just put a fucking shirt on him. Because Yoshi had that long fucking, hair. And Rokusaki had almost like that fucking flat top look thing.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, well, you will now.
All right.
But, so, yeah.
Oh.
So all that. And then this is where we learned Yoshi was like the rival of a Rokusaki who was a better martial artist than a Rokusaki. And
He wanted his
Yoshi,
wife.
Yeah, Yoshi won the woman of Orokusaki's dreams or whatever. And so Orokosaki moved to New York. I'm sorry, Yoshi moves to New York, and then Orokosaki follows, kills Yoshi, kills the wife. Splinter gets out of the cage and fucks his face up. And then Orokosaki tries to kill him and misses and just hits his ear.
Slices his ear.
Yeah, slices his ear off. And leaves the rat, which is remember me. Just like, so it just walks off, and then you have that sad moment of Splinter fucking hanging on to Yoshi's. It fucking breaks my heart.
Yeah.
And then Danny's all like, "Well, what happened to this Orokusaki?" And he's like, "No one knows, but you wear his symbol upon your brow." She's like, "Oh my god!" And then he drops it, and then of course Splinter, "What are you doing here, boy?" Yeah. And he's just like, fucking pissed at himself, and he goes, where have you been? Been hiding something. Puts his shit on it, and he just goes down and perfectly just grabs the picture. They're back. So then Shredder's like, fuck this. I'm not fucking this up. I want him dead. I'm going myself.
Yeah.
I'm taking the fucking foot. We're going. You stay here. You go kill the fucking rat because you haven't been able to do anything. So hopefully you could fucking do that. So Shredder goes. The guys are waiting. They got us ambushed in the fucking sewer. They do the fight. And then when they knock out the first wave. That's the thing about the foot. They suck at fighting, but there's a horde of them.
Yeah. And well, when
There's
you play
so
the video,
many.
do you remember the arcade game?
Oh, yeah.
There were always so many goddamn foot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're a horde, man.
Yeah.
They can't fight for shit, but there's a fuckload of them. So they'll overwhelm you.
Yeah.
But, so they're five. They kill the first, well, they fuck up the first wave, and Raph fucking finishes an apple. And it's just like, I hope there's more of them. Ah, good. And then we get my fucking song. And then Casey and Danny go in to save Splinter. And I love Casey's first reaction because he's just like, ooh. And then he takes a minute and he just goes, fuck it, where are the keys?
Yeah.
Starts taking them off, and then Splinter, who are you? He goes, and Casey's just like, hey, to Danny, like, get that side. And he's like, name's Casey Jones. I'm a friend. Oh, and you have that moment.
Yeah, you could tell, like, in Splinter's face, it's like a sense of just relief and just gratitude.
Yeah. So then they start to walk out, and here's Tatsu with a gang of kids. And
fucking Sam Rockwell and Skeet.
Right. Yeah,
I'm
for
gonna
real.
fuck shit up.
Yeah. And then fucking Casey fucking puts Splinter's whole weight on Danny and turns around and he just he starts mimicking Tatsu.
Yeah.
He goes, hey, a little
Yeah.
Primatine just might help clear that up there. And then Tatsu fucking backhands him. And then that's what it becomes. It becomes Casey just like, okay, I don't think you're listening. I think we're having a little language barrier. It fucking just beats the shit out of Casey and then throws him into a pile of shit. And then Casey sees a fucking driver and picks it up and hits Tatsu in the stomach and then just fucking hits Tatsu in the and I love this. He fucking kisses the driver and goes, I'll never call golf a dull game again. And then all the other kids, what are we waiting for? Well, it's Sam.
Yeah.
What are we waiting for? Let's get him. He's like, you want to be next, Junior? Huh? And this time, he didn't get a hit on Casey because Casey's going to fuck him up.
Yeah.
And Casey's got a weapon now. He's ready.
Yeah.
And not only does he have a weapon, he's got a putter this time. So that bitch is going into his eye. So they're talking about, he's all like, we're family, you know? And then Casey's like, you call this here and that down there a family? Like, and that was after Splinter was trying to get into the kids.
Shredder is using you.
Yeah, he's manipulating you.
Right.
And using you for, it's not
He's
a
grooming.
Grooming.
He's grooming him.
He's a groomer.
He's a fucking groomer,
He is a
man.
fucking
He really
groomer.
is.
Yeah, he is.
He really is a groomer.
Yeah.
And so then we got the guys, they're out of the sewer. We have the funny shit of Donatello skateboarding, beating the shit out of everybody in Raph. Shut up! Punches the guy without looking. And then they get out, they start climbing the fucking shit because the foot is like trying to escape to the ceiling or to the roof. They're like climbing the roof and the turtles are going after him. They're all like, ah! And then you have that moment where they try to chop off Michelangelo's head and he goes in.
Yeah, goes into a shell.
Goes into his shell, comes back. Pow! Hello, man. Then they get to the roof. Here it is, the moment. They get to the roof. Oh, no more? Shredder fucking drops down. He's got this big fucking spear. And you're just, whoa. And they're all like, who the heck is that? You know, well, not who the heck is that, but they're like, wow. Bet that guy never needs a can opener, you know, and they start picking fun. Maybe he uses those things to make coleslaw. And then Shredder's just like,
You fight well in the old ways.
and then they start talking, they start doing something,
They start,
and then
like-
that's right, yeah. Leo's like, all right, I'm gonna go take him.
Yeah.
Or who goes first? Was it Leo or Raph? It was Raph, I think.
I don't know who goes first, but they try to take him on
One at a time.
One at a time, which, I mean, that's kind of good on them.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they could have easily done, like, 4 against 1.
Yep.
But because they're noble.
Shredder even says that.
Shredder even says.
All of you could have fucking overpowered me with the loss of but one.
Yes.
You know? But yeah, they have that moment. Yeah, I think Raph goes first. And then Leo is all like, thank you. And Michelangelo and Donnie, flip you for it. And then they do rock, paper, scissors. And Michelangelo's just like, damn. And then he goes. And they're fighting. And Casey and all the boys are now following Splinter and Casey. And they look up and Splinter's like, Casey's all like, oh, I think you're, Well, no, the guys are now fucking out of breath.
Yeah.
Splinter just kicked the shit out of all of them.
They're in, like, a little huddle.
Right. And at what point did we lose control here? I love that so much. I love that so much, man.
So good.
And he goes, anybody got any ideas? I only got one idea. If this guy knows where Splinter is. And here is, again, the moment that makes the taint tickle and the hairs stand at end. So they got that. So again, this is the moment. Like, this right here for me is like, it's just like watching when Vader came out and did his thing in Rogue One. Like, that's what this fight does to me. When the music starts up and then they're all pissed and go one at a time. Donatello goes first and fucking starts fighting, loses his fucking staff, starts trying to fight, gets thrown. and then Michelangelo, Leo, or Raphael, and then Leo. And Leo holds his own. Leo actually cuts fucking Shredder.
Yeah?
And then Casey looks down at Splinters and looks like your boys are going to need, where'd he go? Splinter's gone. We don't know where Splinter went. So then they're all like hurt, freaking out. Shredder ain't even phased, man. He's literally standing there just like, okay, let's go. Come on, boys, hurry up. He's just playing with him. He's a cat playing with mice at this fucking point. And they're just like, Raphael just, where's Splinter?
Ah, the rat, it has a name. It had a name.
You lie!
Yeah.
He died!
And then he does that fucking flip with Leo. He
Yeah.
trips Leo, puts the fucking spear to the throat.
He dies weapons. Now!
They all throw. One of the nunchucks gets stuck on the ladder. And that's exactly what you were saying. They were all trying to fight him one-on-one, trying to be honorable, trying to be noble and shit. And even Shredder said it. Shredder was like,
Fools, you could have all overpowered me with the loss of Papa. Now your fate. Papa has!
and then, of course, you hear the... and then here's Splinter. Shredder's like, what the fuck? And Splinter's just like,
Yes, Orokusaki. I know who you are.
he's like,
I met you long ago in the house of my master, Amato Yosei.
You get a
takes off the mask.
face reveal.
Yep, now we see that little fucking the little razor scratch from him shaving.
Yeah.
And we
but
see
come
that
on,
little
dude.
fucking we see that little Mach 3 cut, and he's just sitting there and he's like,
Now I will finish what I began with your ear.
running at him. And then fucking Splinter just fucking wraps the nunchuck around and throws him off, and he's hanging on. Throws him off the thing, and he's like,
Orokusaki.
and he says whatever the fuck he says.
Yeah.
He's just being Splinter, man. He's giving him some fucking
Knowledge.
insight. Yeah. And then Shredder pulls a knife and tries and throws it, and Splinter lets go of the nunchuck, catches the knife, and Shredder falls into a fucking truck. A trash truck. And yes. And then we get Casey comes out of nowhere, flips the switch, oops, and then crushes Shredder inside this fucking trash truck.
That's fucking brutal, dude.
It is. It's insane.
Yeah.
But I think that's what happened to him in the comic. I
Oh.
think they were touching back because they had that roof fight and they
Yeah.
threw him off a roof
Okay.
in the comic.
Okay.
I think that's what I thought I remember seeing on one of the pages.
Uh-huh.
So they have that moment. They're all hugging on Splinter, and Splinter's just like, "Kids,
That's such a cute thing when he says that.
kids." Yeah. And Charles comes. The police come. And the police are all like, "All right, tell me what the hell's going on here." Sam Rockwell, go over to a warehouse in the islands, whatever the fuck, and we'll get your answers there. I was like, all right. So Casey goes up to April, who had just gotten her job back from Charles, and he says you're gonna get a raise. So Casey goes up to April and he's just like, hey. She goes, oh, hi, Casey. That's all you gotta say to me? I look like I just called Mike Tyson a sissy. She's like, okay, look, if you're just gonna kiss me, just kiss me, okay? I got a story to tell. And then he kisses her. I love it when you're pushy. Yeah. And of course, that moment where he gives her the massage earlier at the farm, that was really like seductive. Oh, he's getting low. And then Mikey walks in and fucking cock blocks his ass.
Yeah.
Shell blocks him.
Shell blocks him.
Shell blocks him. And then, but yeah, they're kissing, and the guys are, way to go, KC! Way to go, April! Yeah! They're like, radical bitchin'! And they start doing their thing again, and then Splinter.
I have always liked Cowabunga.
Cowabunga! T-U-R-T-L-E power. And then we get the fucking song. So that's fucking Ninja Turtles. This is 1990.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
It's fucking great.
I fucking love it.
Yeah. I love all the research that you did and all the new stuff that I
Yeah.
learned about it.
Yeah.
Because, like, for me, I picked it because, yes, I loved the movies growing up, too, but my older brother was the one that, like, he was like you. He had all the toys. He had all,
Yeah.
like, the merchandise. Like, he really loved the story. And I love the movies. I mean, we watch them all the time.
Right.
And we quote them all the time.
We do, man.
We really do.
We do. We have those moments and we binge all three.
Yeah, we do.
Like, honestly, it's been hard because I've been watching like Ooze, and
Me
I've been watching
too!
everything now, and I'm like, God, I really don't want to like get burned out before we get there.
I know.
But it's like, fuck, I just can't stop because
Yeah.
we just watched the first one. I'm just,
How could you not watch the second one after the first one?
I know, you just
Yeah.
have to keep going.
Yeah.
But anywho, so that was that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume I already know the answer.
Yeah.
But will you watch this
Yeah.
film?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait.
God, I love you.
I love you.
God, fuck, I love you.
I can't wait to get into the second one.
Oh, I love the second one. After rewatching it, I was like, bro, I just love all of these. They're all
Yeah.
funny in their own way.
Yeah.
Like, oh, God. Okay, so back to the handy-dandy Shakespearean notebook. Notebook. Who was the lumpish, self-glorious underskinker? Lumpish, poorly formed, and stupid? Self-glorious, vain. Oh, you even said it, Taps. An assistant tapster, one who draws beer for customers. Lumpish, self-glorious, underskinker.
Who do you think?
Well, you said a certain someone was vain earlier in the film.
Vain.
Yeah, didn't you say Tatsu was vain or something? Or somebody was vain? Who did you say was vain? I thought you did.
I don't remember. In my mind, I'm thinking either Casey or Tatsu.
I think it was Tatsu who you thought was vain.
I don't think Tatsu is vain, though. I think he's a bitch.
He is a bitch, isn't he? He is a bitch.
Never lower your eyes to an enemy.
Yeah, he just uses
Yeah.
fear with his freaking
Okay.
presence.
Poorly formed and stupid. That's lumpish. Vain, self-glorious. Okay.
The last one doesn't mean anything.
No, it really doesn't. Okay, let's go Casey, dude.
Casey?
I'm up for it.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good with Case.
Case?
Okay.
All right. Casey.
All right. Case closed. So, what is your trinity? What is your triad?
Tripod.
What is your tripod?
Well, I was really looking for something that was close to like childhood and
Yeah.
whatnot, and I had a couple ideas, but I don't know, like a part of me really wants to go back to these movies because I remember watching them a lot as a kid, and it's been a while since I think we've watched them too, and we do quote the third one a lot for some odd reason, but I want to do the Look Who's Talking trilogy.
We did cut the...
Bird's gonna fly. Bird's gonna fly.
Fresh meat, fresh meat.
Hey, that's he's not so big.
Yeah, yeah.
But there was a lot of.
Yeah.
But it was dark.
Oh my god! I'm excited.
Because I
Okay.
remember watching it a lot as a kid, but there are especially the first one,
Right.
has a lot of adult themes that really, not that it was like a bad thing, but like is interesting. Like
Yeah.
I want to watch them.
Okay, let's
And I
do
want to
it.
talk about them.
I'm fucking ready.
Okay,
We're gonna
cool.
Contemplate it. So, contemplators, thank you so much for joining us on this afternoon, evening, morning, day, night. Thank you. Please like, subscribe. You can find us on almost all podcasting platforms.
Yes, and we are all over the World Wide Web. On Instagram, we are movies.contemplation_pod. On we are movies_pod. We have an email, movies.contemplation@gmail.com. And then we also have a Facebook, Movies and Contemplation Podcast.
Oh, you heard it here. Contemplators next week. It's Look Who's Talking. All right, y'all. We love you and ta-ta.
Ta-ta. Ta.
Ta-ta.
Ta, darling.